Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sin.
15 PCA.
810-454.
Be sure to check us out over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. And if you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. So after many, many years of just like, is it ever going to be made into a movie, on and off again, there's finally a Halo television series. How many episodes is this?
I have no idea.
I have no idea, but...
I hope it's like 2.
Yes, I really do.
This episode sucked. It's all, first and foremost, yes, I'm completely 100% aware that this is completely disconnected from the video game. Why?
It serves no purpose either way. If you are not a fan of the games, you are bored.
Yeah, you'd have no idea what's going on. Because you don't care about, oh, it's a big robot guy. Oh, he's human? I didn't know that. Like, what does the normie think of this?
I don't know. And for all of us being fans that played the games and know the stuff, we are just angry. Like, this is what we get. After all the big hoorah about, oh, it's going to be a show, it's going to be great.
And then just stupid changes.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming in this, are they ever going to find a Halo ring in this?
I don't think so.
I think that's how it ends.
It
Basically with the events of the first game?
Right, and I guess, spoilers leading up to Reach and then going on to the first game.
Yeah, because Reach gets glassed.
Yes.
It's totally destroyed.
And it shows it in the show, and it's perfectly fine.
Yeah,
so.
and it's like a big gleaming city of like, it looks like freaking, what you call it, Coruscant. It's
Coruscant,
like, it's like this big,
Yeah,
beautiful...
pretty much.
So, but everything else is just weird. What I liked, Chief's armor looks good.
Yeah, the armor looks okay.
The action goes from good to weird to bad to good to bad to weird.
The movements.
Some of the movements look janky.
Yes.
Some of the CGI looks janky.
The Covenant, they look...
The elites look weird.
Yes.
They're too wide.
Yeah, they're very wide and thick, where they were more tall and lengthy.
Yeah.
They don't... Because when I think of them, I think of more alien... squid-like. They're very thin, but they're very tall.
I would imagine some, again, just like how people are different sizes, I would assume they'd be different sized elites, and some would be bigger than others, but these ones, they all look like football players.
Yeah.
They all look like they're big chested.
They look
and
like linebackers.
Yeah, they look like NFL blitz characters.
Right,
Yeah.
they're a little bit in between if you mix like an elite and a hunter.
Yeah.
Into one person.
Then they do want to focus on the humans a lot. Halsey's okay. There's like the president lady of the UNSC. I can't understand her. She has a very thick Indian accent, and it's tough to understand her. Captain Keyes, they just made him black because you got to do that. Miranda, his daughter. Oh, goodness. Oof.
Well,
I don't want to say, I don't want to say someone's ugly, but there you go. Let's leave it at that. She has her hair tied up in these really weird braids. It's not a very good look. I'm assuming if she did her hair different, she'd probably look better. She looks awful.
She looks like she's a little kid. That's a little kid haircut.
Yeah, on a woman, so it looks weird.
Yeah.
And also, unless we see in the later episodes she's like a really good actress, I don't know why that was the kind of choice she went with.
Yeah.
I really don't.
And then there's like the little girl. Her name's Quinn or something. Yeah. She's the separatist lady girl. She's a little girl. She's probably like, what, 15?
Yeah, roughly.
She's pretty mouthy. And I don't like that. I'm a mouthy sidekick.
I rather have gone for like her being super silent, because like that's probably like what she probably would have been like in this, like in real life.
Oh, she's talking crap to Master Chief.
Right.
This 7-foot monster of a man that can snap you in two.
Right.
And who just saved your life? Could have left you for dead.
Yep.
Not your fault. You should have killed me, sucker.
Right. I know. It's...
She has a really disrespectful attitude.
Another problem I had, too, is Master Chief's voice sounds a lot like Mando's. In
oh, yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Because he has that my voice inside of a helmet voice. And it sounds like Pascal.
Yeah.
And the...
Were they going for that? Because that's what it sounded like to me.
And what makes me mad, the Master Chief's voice is very iconic. He doesn't speak a lot in the games. But when he does, it's very, like...
And why did they use that?
And there's no Cortana in the first episode. Like, Cortana's not in his head yet.
No.
That's not a thing yet.
No.
So this is like a weird... They're mixing together aspects of all the different games and some stuff from the books. It's weird.
It's really weird because you have him up and running, but really he wasn't up and running because he was put on ice, right?
Yeah.
Because they had not Master Chiefs, other Spartans running around.
So like he has like a team in this.
Yeah, Silver Team.
Yeah, it's stupid. Okay, it opens up with we see the they're basically like Tusken Raiders. That's basically what they are. They're the separatists, the rebel people. And in the Halo line storyline, what ended up happening with the human race is, as we expanded into the universe, people started saying, hey, why the hell do we care about Earth? Let's just be your own country, our own people. But the UNSC is like, no, you can't do that. So we're having all this weird separatist wars.
Right.
And that's why the Spartans were made, was to quell the separatists.
Right. And Halsey got a hold of this through data and changing out the genome. She found out I can make super soldiers.
Yeah.
And
so they basically went around kidnapping kids that had good genomes.
Mm-hmm.
And even then you wouldn't survive.
Right.
Like it was like a 5% survival rate.
Right. And that's why everyone kind of see her as like this weird like Dr. Frankenstein kind of lady, because she's like, I don't care, I want results.
So we get some of that.
Right.
A little bit of that.
A tiny bit.
And how the UNSC kind of turned a blind eye, even though they kind of knew.
Because Halsey was also running ONI,
Yes.
which is Section 9. No, they were like secret,
Yes.
They were like this, oh, no one knows about this secret organization. So we see these separatists are doing their own thing. They're pumping some kind of oil or something. Of course, it has to be about oil.
Oh, yeah, always.
And then we see the leader, then they're talking about, they're like playing cards. Oh, I fought many Marines, but you seen a Spartan? Oh, yeah, they're non-stop killing machines.
Oh, yeah.
And so, like, we get, everyone has a weird accent. Even this guy has a really thick Irish accent.
Yeah, they
I am a Lati.
We all know why they went with the certain, picks they picked.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, everyone has a stupid haircut.
Oh, yeah.
Again, I guess in the future, shaving the side of your head is just the thing.
Oh, yeah, even the women.
It's such a sci-fi trope, though. I hate it.
It's been happening so often.
Yes. Or it's in the future, so you gotta have a crazy-looking hair.
So the main guy running it, he's like, where's my daughter? Oh, she's out picking drug berries. And that's literally what they're doing. So her and the other kids, and they're hard to understand too, because everyone's accent is ridiculous.
Yeah, you can't have a regular, just English, regular.
Yeah, the only person who speaks normal is Halsey and frickin' Chief.
Yeah.
Everyone else is just awful.
And so they're out there, and they pick some berries out of the ground, and of course only the girl can find it. And she gets to the top of the hill. Everyone's out of breath and can't breathe, but she's perfectly fine.
I know.
She finds these berries, and they're like, oh, see you on the other side. So they're like drugs.
Yeah, they got high.
They're getting high. So they all get high. She sees a Covenant ship, and she doesn't know what it is. She's like, let's get the hell out of here. What's going on, Quart? And boom, the guy explodes. So everyone's getting massacred.
They're getting slaughtered.
They're not getting killed. They're getting massacred.
Yes. Yeah. There's even if you freeze frame it, some guy loses his legs and gets blown up.
Yeah, people's legs are getting ripped off. Their heads are exploding. This is rated R. There's blood and guts and stuff. It's pretty intense.
Brutal, yeah.
So she survives the attack. How?
I don't know. Those
She outran elites. How?
Yeah, how? She has no ability to do that.
No.
But she has plot armor. So she sets off like the flare. Like there's like everyone carries like, oh no, we're being attacked. And they just assume, oh, it's UNSC attacking. Mm-hmm. So it was a red flare. Everyone get ready to grab them. They have AK-47s. By this time, the AK-47 would be like 100, almost 200 years old.
Oh, it's very old.
They'd be like the oldest freaking guns in the world. They'd be like us using muskets. So they're getting ready for the attack. And they just think it's just humans or whatever. Yeah. But they're seeing explosions and everything, and then the elites kick the door in. But they have like miniguns and stuff, and they're able to they're just walking through all the bullets like it's nothing.
Right, and if anyone's played Halo, if you get the minigun, you can shred them pretty
quickly. You can shred them up.
Yeah.
But they're just like killing everybody. Everyone's getting slaughtered, and it's pretty brutal.
Yeah.
But we see these guys also have like grenade launchers, and they're still not being able to beat these elites. Elites are just destroying everyone. All the kids go hide in like a bunker thing, and of course she has to be the one that has to go out there and help. She does nothing.
She just gets a better, like you said, a better viewpoint to see everyone die.
She wanted a better vantage point of seeing everyone get slaughtered. So everyone's getting their butts kicked. They see a pelican drop, and then a Spartan drops down, and it's Master Chief. He does the hero landing. He lands on one knee. the dad is like, oh, Spartans, so he starts shooting at Master Chief. Did you really think while there was giant monster aliens that you never knew existed killing you, that the UNSC would be like, oh, this is a good time for us to come kill you too?
Right.
Why didn't they just wait for them to slaughter you?
And then come and kill you.
Then come and kill you afterwards or kill them afterwards? I don't understand what this guy was thinking that they were there to hurt them.
I don't know either. It's really stupid. It's really, really dumb. Also, second, you were pointing this out, just elites. No grunts. No jackals. I know you technically...
That wasn't in the budget.
Or no brutes.
No brutes. Stuff like that where I'm just like, little things. Like, that would have been kind of cool. Because usually it's a couple of elites and you get grunts.
So, but the one thing is the elites go... Yeah, they do that. Yeah, but they do that, which is cool. The fight's alright. Because then some other Spartans drop. And they're like... There's parts where it looks cool... Then, like, you look at the guns and they look low res. They almost look like they pulled the graphics from the original. Like
the battle, not the battle rifle, the assault rifle one.
Yeah,
that one just looks. There's an iconic look with that gun, and that's not it.
It looks a little.
I didn't like when the Master Chief was jumping. Sometimes it looked weird. It looked like it was sped up. It's weird.
Like he landed quickly.
Yeah.
He jumped and floated and like magnetically like.
But that doesn't happen.
It was weird.
I did like him dodging like the energy swords and doing all that kind of stuff. Like, oh, cool. They're showing Chief being kind of like.
He kind of held his rifle in his bicep.
I know that was. And I don't know why. I don't know why he did that because it was really.
Yeah,
awkward.
like it was in his bicep. Even though technically Master Chief, he'd just be able to shoot anyway.
Because he'd be like this.
I don't know any of the other Spartans' names.
No, they.
I don't think they even. I think they did say them, but I don't know. There's like a couple of girls because one is like doing double pistols. One's a sniper. It's all right. Everyone dies.
And no one has sights on their guns either.
Yeah, some people have the AK-47s at the built-in sights. Then some people have AR-looking weapons that have no sights. Yes. I hate that. Just put a cheapy little red dot on there. Oh, okay. But literally, everyone gets slaughtered. They even kill all the little kids. Like the elite just kicks in the door and just mows them down. Little girl lives. And Master Chief's like, there's no survivors. There's one. And she's like, you're going to just leave us here? And they just walk away. Just leave her there. So what the heck? They were going to just leave you there to die?
Yeah,
so they're just making the Spartans into monsters?
Yeah, pretty much.
They start walking and they go to the place where the Covenant dropship was. And they're like, look, there's a dropship. They wouldn't have seen that from like 10 miles away.
It's a big ship.
It's a huge ship.
It is purple! And it's purple and it's in the sky.
So...
Yeah.
Oh, there's a cave here. They go into the cave, and that's when you see the part from the trailer where Master Chief's like, this thing looks dope. I want to touch it. So it like unlocks memories. The little raccoon goes, remember. And it comes in and comes out. So he remembers like being a little boy. And then he's like, whoa, that was crazy. But an elite saw him do it.
And then he's like,
and the elite's like, whoa, he can activate Forerunner tech. That's what I'm assuming this is.
Yeah.
And he takes off. He gets away. Then Master Chief's like, oh, we gotta secure this and bring it back. And the little girl follows.
And the elite knocks her over.
With no gun or anything.
She didn't bring up a weapon.
I know, out of all the weapons, even the alien weapons, even like the Covenant ones.
No, she didn't pick up anything.
Nothing.
So Master Chief looks at her, and then he like brings her with him again to the ship. Master Chief goes alone. Because the other lady's like, okay, I'll fly the Pelican. He's like, no, I have to go alone. So I'm assuming this artifact like messed them up, because before that all Spartans were just killing machines. That was never the case.
No, it wasn't. If you
Master Chief made his own decisions,
right? And if you play Reach, all the Noble team had their own decisions.
I mean, they're almost treating him like he is like a robot in a way at first.
Yeah.
And that's not Master Chief
because
at all.
you play Reach, everyone had their own ways of doing stuff, and they disobeyed orders, and they did what they thought was right.
Right. And also, it's more different. It's not black and white when it comes to Halo's like history with the UNNC and then the rebels. You can say it was back and forth. They need to unite. They know the Covenant's out there. They fought them before, and they're like, we can't be separate.
Yeah, fighting you guys in your freaking little house thing. The Covenant's gonna come in and kill all of you.
Right, and that was UNC's plan. That's why they had to be so rough, because they're like, either we fight together or we all die.
So Master Chief's in there with the little girl, and she like wakes up. She's still all covered in blood. Like you couldn't give her a freaking moist nap or something.
Something, yeah. Wipe your face.
Here, clean your face.
Or even when she left the colony, she should have.
Yeah. So we get back to like Reach, and then Halsey's like, "Oh, we found some tech." Then that's when she's talking to the president or whatever. I don't know who that lady is. I'm assuming she's a admiral or something. I don't know who she is.
Higher up, yeah.
And she's like giving Halsey the business. Oh, you're only one person survived. That doesn't make very good for your Spartans. They want to cut your funding. And it's like, yeah, they got attacked by giant Covenant monsters.
Right. And then she's not being nonchalant about all the Covenant technology. Like, oh, just throw it in the pile. Like,
yeah, in our collection.
Yeah, like, no.
But they're saying that something happened. It Master Chief, like it reacted to him, and she was like getting a little like, yeah. Like, she was watching it. He's like, oh yeah, baby.
And that's the one thing that's like truthful to the games is that Halsey's like that.
Yeah,
she
like, liked all that technology and stuff.
Yeah.
But then they even make a thing like, oh, you need to put that on ice, and then like we see a person in a cube, like in a little like birthing pod. I don't know what it is, and I'm assuming that's Cortana. But that's not how they make Cortana. They didn't like
get a robot
or took a person. I don't know, because wasn't Cortana just Halsey, like her own?
Yes, it was basically a protocol to be like, if I ever get taken out, Cortana can kind of be my
second life, basically.
Yeah, basically.
So they changed that. I don't know what the deal with that is. So it almost kind of reminds me of remember an Outlaw Star? Remember Mofina?
Yeah,
like it was like a pilot.
Yeah, but that was Outlaw Star, not Halo.
I know, it's weird.
We see the Covenant, the charity, because all their things are named after like good things.
Prophet of, I would say charity, truth.
Yeah.
And it's not Prophet of regret, is it?
They have a bunch of
mercy.
Yes, all these things like that. Like you guys are totally none of those things. So I thought they looked pretty good. The Prophet guys look pretty cool. And you hear the Prophet speaking their Prophet talk. They're talking to someone. And I don't like cussing, so some white B word shows up. And so she's just the most basic white B word you can imagine.
Right.
But they would never have a human.
No, they would never have a human. That's like they're prophets, the whole Covenant thing, they were a bunch of religious zealots.
Yeah.
They would never take a human into their freaking fold.
Nope.
But she's like reading some old leather book, and he's like, oh, you're reading the book of your people because you are one of them. And it's like, so what happened? They took her as a pet? That's stupid.
Why? But she seems like she has but he was talking to her like she had some importance.
I know, it's stupid.
And unless you were trying to maybe say like they're trying to just use her because she can activate like the Forerunner stuff.
Well, then why would they have her look like she's a leader? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's like wearing all black, and she looks like, I don't know, some...
Yeah, they would keep her like in a cell, basically.
Yeah, why would they treat her like that?
They treat her like a key, to open the door.
Yeah.
So there's that weirdness. Then it's when we first see Keyes, not Commander Keyes, not Captain Keyes, but the daughter. And I'm like, who's this ugly? And so she's talking to the girl, and she's like, hey, you're on board this ship at the UNNC. We're bringing you back. We're going to help you get better, but we just want you to like send a message out to the other colonies saying that, yeah, there's the Covenant out there. There's these aliens, and the Spartans came and tried to help. And then if you could spare that message saying that we're on the same team, we're not trying to hurt each other, that we could unite. Well, what if I tell them the Spartans came down there and killed us all? What if I do that? You'd be dead. Why don't they just say, oh, what's this happening? And then the freaking door opens and thing sucks in outer space.
I know, right?
Why would she do that?
Right. I can understand if she was just staying quiet and she sat in the corner, like kind of like everything happening to her. She's like, okay, she's kind of...
Remember, you have zero leverage in the situation.
No, none.
Pretty much you have none, zero. So why would you go out and say such outrageous stuff like that when you know that's not the truth?
And that wasn't the truth. Yeah, that's something too made me mad too. It'd be one thing if like that was like false and they came and killed everyone. No, they saved you.
You saw these monsters.
Yes.
These full-blown monsters slaughter the people. And then the Spartans came there and they were helping. Did you see a single Spartan shoot a human?
Nope.
So, I don't know where she's coming from. What if I do this? I know you saved my life, but you shouldn't have.
And the other one, they saved it too, because the sniper got one of them too, about to kill her. So...
I don't get it. I don't get it. Then, she's like, oh no, the little girl stood up to me. She's like getting up in her face, and I think it's a hologram, but she's like, what if I do this?
I know, right?
Man, she's like, shut up. And hits in the back of the head. So she does all that. Master Chief's just sitting there because he's just a robot. She ends up, because then they're kind of like, oh, we have to get rid of this girl. And they're like, whatever, Article something, 46.
Oh, yeah, 40.
They get rid of her. Basically, just like, and then even Captain Key's like, oh, she succumbed to her injuries. And then she's like, what are you talking about? He's like, oh, wink, wink.
Yeah. He's like, no, she was fine. And then he's like, okay, daughter, I'm trying to...
And then the daughter's like, no, we can, at least try to salvage this. We don't have to kill her.
But then they get a thing. What's with saving the human race if we lose our humanity in the process?
Yeah.
But then the father, Keys, is like, what if we lose everything?
This isn't losing a battle. This isn't losing a planet. This is literally the extinction of the human race. Shut up.
Right. And especially when she's lying. She's not telling the truth. The truth is that they actually did good here.
Yeah, they were trying to help. So I don't understand. So Master Chief's just standing there and he's like staring at the object and he's like going all crazy. Talks to Halsey. Halsey's like, she does a sparrow, whatever, special link to him. He's like, I saw a vision. It looked like a family. And, well, that's what it felt like. And then, of course, the other doctor guy has a wacky accent. I can't understand anything he's saying. And she's like, they're like, oh, no, he's remembering his past. That's the worst thing ever.
So stupid.
It's really dumb.
Well, as soon as Master Chief gets here, we need to, quarantine him. And we have to, so, he's a malfunctioning robot. So then Master Chief is just like questioning his whole life now. The little girl's like, oh, is there anything to eat in here? So he's getting her something to eat. And then she's like, she's just being this
annoying.
Oh, so Master Chief, do you eat food? He's like, well, they don't have anything I like. And then he tells a joke, he's like, oh, I eat nuts and bolts and computer chips.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's your... Yeah, I got that. That was a joke. Yeah, I got that. I know you. He's like, what do you mean? Oh, yeah, you killed my mom. Okay. Oh, we were having a peace talk, whatever, and the Spartans came in and killed everybody.
She just said, you know how little that narrows it down to?
To you, that was the most important day in your life. But to me, it was just Tuesday.
Yeah, that would be funny if he said that. Just Tuesday.
Here's the thing. We don't even know if that's what happened.
No.
Because we know this girl likes to lie already.
For one, and also it could have been a Spartan, not John.
What if your mom was planning to blow it up?
Yeah, you never know.
What if your mom was a full-blown insane terrorist?
Possibility.
But, so this girl had an axe to grind, but you saw that he just saved you. So I don't get it. So she's like, yeah, Spartans suck balls.
I know, right? Just went all crazy.
So, but during this whole conversation, Chief gets the order to, offer.
Yeah, I know. That was pretty funny.
And he's like... Because I'm going to tell you a secret. She snaps her neck.
No, because he also said, how long would we be on here? And then it turns to be eliminate. You're going to be here in 10 seconds. Bam.
He's like, how long's your trip? For me, a couple hours. For you, a couple seconds. So he, deactivates all the cameras. And then that's how they know he's gone off rails. So Master Chief's gone AWOL.
And then the one lady, even, Keys is like, you're going to, shoot Master Chief, our poster boy of,
Yeah, they're our greatest weapon.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I don't care. I don't understand anything she's saying.
We might have to put on subtitles.
Yeah, we're saying again, because for the next episode, it's subtitles, because it's so hard to understand people with really thick accents. So, she's like, I don't care. So, they're going to kill Master Chief. And they have control over the Pelicans. So, as they bring it in, they literally have 500 soldiers, 50,000 freaking machine guns. They're like,
and
okay,
3 Spartans.
And 3 Spartans. It's crazy how many people are here to kill Master Chief. So their Master Chief is like, wait a second, I can't let them kill this girl. Then they start lowering the oxygens to knock him out. So wouldn't Master Chief's helmet already have oxygen? Because can he survive in space?
That's what I thought.
Right, unless they were lowering his in the, Halsey has a...
Just for him?
Yeah, to lower his just a little bit to pass him out.
Maybe.
Why not just go straight to 0 to kill her? Why even have Master Chief do it? Why not land her in a thing saying, okay, we're bringing you to the infirmary to check out your injuries and just give her a...
Yeah, why don't they just...
Why make it this big thing?
I don't
remember, that's what Halsey kind of said, hey, why don't we just have them come down, separate them. That would have been the better idea, but they didn't do that.
They wanted Master Chief to kill her. Why?
I don't know.
I don't know. And also... Why? The UNSC, no one was gonna say anything if they just killed her.
It's like, oh yeah, people know you guys can fake tape, so why even have her say anything? Why not just fake a tape of her saying it?
Yeah.
What's the deal? I don't understand why this girl's important and why she's not important.
Right. She should have just probably been...
All at the same time,
Yeah,
right?
there's nothing... So Master Chief is like, oh no, the air's going out. Then he like reactivates the air and they're like, oh, Master Chief has gone AWOL. He's trying to like disconnect the AI controls to like help this girl. Then I did like this part. He's like, disconnect this. And she's like, I don't know how this works. Thank God she doesn't know everything.
Right.
Not like how Rey in
Yeah.
freaking Star Wars like knew how to fix the Millennium Falcon somehow. She just knew.
Yeah. And it was kind of funny because he's like, we have to do this at the same time. And she's just kind of sitting there, like, waiting for her to, like, do it. Hurry up.
He takes his helmet off.
Oh, yeah, it does.
That's a thing. Because she goes, I'm going to shoot you. You dumb bitch.
He's
So
like, I have armor on.
yeah, it's a titanium alloy. Things like that won't even scratch me. He takes his helmet off to prove to her, like, oh, if you want to kill me, just shoot me in the head.
Which is, I think, the biggest cardinal sin you can do in a Halo game or Halo show. Because
Especially episode 1.
It took us so long in the game.
Should have been like the last episode.
Yes, almost the last the series finale should have been that for the whole thing.
He kind of has a beard. I always imagine Chief is clean shaved.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just always feel like he would be have a clean shave.
What I think of oddly enough is
That's like a full beard too. It's not like a scratch.
Yeah, it's like he looks almost kind of like the guy who plays the Punisher, a little bit.
Kinda.
Yeah, like him, a little more scruffier.
Right.
Yeah.
I always think of Shepherd, male Shepherd.
Yeah.
Where no, like clean up the face, bald.
Yeah. He's a military guy.
Military guy.
So the other Spartans are going there, but Halsey's like, "Hey, come here. I'll tell you a secret. Don't hurt Master Chief. Bring him in. He's an asset. Neutralize him, but don't kill him.
Yeah.
And if anyone tries to kill him, you stop them." And they're like, you want to shoot friendlies? If they're going after Chief, they're not friendlies. So Halsey's like, yeah, don't listen to UNSC, listen to me.
Yeah,
so she has like but are they robots and they have to listen to Halsey?
Right.
Is that what they're doing?
I don't know.
Right, and that's what
it should have been more like, no, we're not killing John because he's the man. He's the man.
Yes.
If John is doing something, it's for a reason. And you're going to have to kill all of us if you think we're going to go after Master Chief.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not like because Halsey told us and we're robots.
I know. Right? It goes like it's weird, and it goes against everything in the games, and it's because they never played the games. They never sat there and they even said it. They even
Spartans weren't brainwashed.
No. They volunteered. The second batch they volunteered to be Spartans.
Yeah, because they perfected it to where they can kill you instantly. So they're gonna land the thing, and they're surrounded by everyone. I'm like, how the hell are they gonna get out of this? Not even Master Chief can kill that many Marines.
Right.
He grabs the artifact and it makes like a giant EMP pulse, powers up their Pelican, and they take off.
Right, and it shows him weird vision, like he's a kid drawing that symbol. What the heck?
Yeah, so those are like his memories. So he was always destined.
But it's funny. Before that happened, I remember when that particle cannon shot him to the ground. That looks like they're about to open up. It looks like those Spartans were about to shoot those soldiers.
Yeah.
It looked like they were gonna dang.
Yeah, because they were told anyone who's gonna try to hurt Chief, hurt them.
I know.
So then they're like, get in, Grogu, and then they take off him. So it's Mando and Grogu all over.
I know,
again.
it is.
Except for Grogu was cute and fun, and this girl's just freaking insufferable.
Oh my gosh. And like I said,
tell me anything.
If Chief keeps his helmet off, I'm going to give this an F, a complete F.
Put your damn helmet back on.
Yeah, okay, we saw you without the helmet, put it back on.
So if he takes off somewhere, I'm assuming there's a secret Oni base somewhere where he's going to hook up back with Halsey, and then those other 3 Spartans are going to be hunting him. So this is like with Locke, remember in Halo 6?
Yeah.
But why do this from episode 1?
They haven't even found a Halo ring yet.
No. And we haven't had key characters. We haven't had Johnson show up. We haven't had anything with the Covenant besides Mercy, I think is what was the Covenant Prophet. But I'm like, what about the Arbiter? What about seeing some grunts, seeing some brutes maybe even make some try to ploy to be kind of number 1 top dog. There's so much more story you can add to this, and they're made this weird hodgepodge.
I don't get it. So so it's gonna be Chief and this little girl running around. How crappy of a game this would have made.
If this was the game, it would have got an F, and it never would have been a series.
There never would have been a Halo series.
No.
So they want to change it so much, then go do your own thing.
If you change the armor, it would be.
It'd be its own thing.
It'd be its own thing.
If they weren't Spartans and they were just Space Marines, it'd be its own
let's
thing.
just do that.
Its own crappy sci-fi thing that no one would watch.
Yep.
So I don't know. Paramount Plus, this first episode, a 4?
4.
If you're being generous.
Yeah, and that's being generous. If I wasn't a fan, it'd be like a 2.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it'll get better, but I don't know. This little girl shouldn't be in the show.
And another sad part is, if you listen to the Halo radio stuff, if you see the commercials, it's amazing.
If you watch Forward on the Dawn,
Yep.
you watch all the live action trailers.
Amazing.
They were great.
Yes.
Those ones where they're showing like the museum.
Oh, yeah,
those are some of the best.
Some of the best ones. If you watch just the cutscenes of the Covenant and like them learning, like especially in Halo 2, learning their society, it's really eye-opening to like, oh wow, they're your bad guys you're fighting, but they have a lot of depth and a lot of character. This show has shown none of that.
I also like the when they were showing for Halo Reach, all the live action trailers they did.
Oh yeah.
Like when she's running the bomb and she's getting shot, but she gets back up and flies up there and goes to deliver the bomb to blow up the freaking mothership. That was those little commercials. Remember the one where they had a Trackmaster Chief? Those 2 Marines? Yeah. He gets pinned to the wall and he has to cut it off, whatever. He's like, he's all screaming, but they had to like get the laser tracker. Those were a million times better.
Right. They were.
I don't know what this was.
It's its own thing.
It's its own stupid, crazy thing.
And and that's what I feel bad, like Microsoft. Why did you sign off on it when they know they weren't even knew what Halo was?
I don't know. Because it's been sold off and traded around so many times.
I bet you they sold to someone else and now it's completely different now.
I don't know.
It just... And there's also no tie-in with like the video game going on right now. It's
there's no get the Master Chief Spartan set that you saw in the show. Nothing. There's no connection to the Infinite that's going on right now.
Right, yeah, like you would think you would have a big promotion thing going on. It's almost like quiet. It was almost like released like as a whisper.
Yeah.
The only thing they have is they're giving away like a special controller. That's it.
Yeah, but see, that's not. I mean, it's something in game.
No, nothing in game.
Yeah, whatever. It's pretty bad. But we'll see. I don't even know how many episodes this is, but this first time it was an hour.
Yeah.
And it felt weird. It felt longer and it felt shorter.
I felt it was disjointed.
Yeah, I don't know. I want Cortana because she should be talking with Chief. Not this stupid little girl. Because the relationship between Cortana and Master Chief is amazing.
Yes. And how they grow and...
You know how Master Chief refused to kill Cortana?
Yeah.
They're like doing that, but with this little girl who doesn't even know. Just some rebel scum.
He even asked her why he's doing this, and he goes, I don't know. He doesn't even know why he's doing it.
My programming has been messed up. He should have talked like that.
He should have.
He's like RoboCop. He had some of his commandments had in his...
the things in the 5th one's mystery or whatever.
It's all prime directives or whatever.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Might as well have every sci-fi trope thrown in here. Do it.
Yeah.
All of it.
I don't know. This little girl ends up saving Master Chief's life in any way. This is going to be a complete F.
Oh, don't worry. They'll make her part of the new Spartan program.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. If they do that, and that's like the big sting at the end. Oh.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started on that.
I don't know. That's
disappointing.
I think that sums it up. Disappointing.
Yeah.
More than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Crimson's in here. Thanks for watching the video. Remember, you can contact us on any of the social media platforms in the description down below. And while you're here, be sure to click on one of the videos over on the right.